Hello, my name is Ray Adams, Chartered Financial Planner and Director of CashCalc. Today I'd like to talk to you about remote fact-finding. So what is remote fact-finding? Well, traditionally, a financial advisor would have booked an appointment with a client and they would have gone to see them in the client's home or in the advisor's office, and they would sit down with a hefty paper document in front of them and ask lots of questions of the client to know your client. And that involved lots of hard facts about values of things such as mortgages, houses and pensions, etc. And also some soft facts, which is what does the client want to do in life? What's their goals and aspirations? Basically, what do they want to do with their money? Well, remote fact finding is where you give the client the opportunity to do the fact find, mainly the hard facts, in the comfort of their own home ahead of the meeting. And how we do that at CashCalc is that we've built the functionality that the advisor can send a secure link to the client by email, and then a separate PIN code can go to their smartphone. So you've got two-factor safety authentication, and the client then ahead of the meeting can give those hard facts. So what are the benefits of that? Well, first of all, it engages the client. So the client is now part of the process and in their own time can do this, give this information. And our feedback we've had is that over 60% of clients prefer to do it this way. Another benefit is accuracy of information. So I've introduced myself as Ray, but you won't be surprised to learn that my full name is Raymond. But actually you may be surprised to know that for some reason my mother put an E on the end of my name, so it's Raymond with an E. So for 55 years I've had to spell that every time somebody's asked me my name. But of course, if I'd been invited to fill an online digital form in, then I would have just spelt my name correctly. So accuracy of information, date of birth, etc. is vastly improved. Once that data's into the CashCalc system, you can then push that data into CRM, back office systems, and other software providers. So advisors tell me they don't want to type something into one system and then have to type it into another. But actually, if you invite the client to type the information in and then push that data, then actually the advisor isn't keen at all. So a clear benefit of this is a potential cost saving. The FCA in a review in 2016 put the cost of an advisor at £180 an hour. Well, if you can cut down on your initial meeting time of obtaining hard facts, and then you cut down the time of typing into a back office or CRM system, then by my reckoning you can probably save somewhere between 2 and 4 hours just off the initial meeting and admin processes. So it's somewhere between £360 and £720 cost saving every time a new client is introduced to your firm. One of the things I hear from advisors is they say to me, I don't think my client would give me that information ahead of the meeting. And when I probe them and say, why is that? And they explain, I've tried it before. But when I probe it further, actually what they've tried before is sending the client a 58-page PDF report and ask the client to fill it in ahead of the meeting. What we've done at CashCalc is that we've stripped all of that down to about a 12-page dynamic online form. What does all of that mean? Well, there's 12 headings, but we make certain assumptions, and we make the assumption that the client has lived at the current address for more than 3 years. But if at that question they just mark it as no, another page opens and said, please give us your previous address. Of course, in the 58-page PDF report, it has to have that as an option automatically in. So ours being dynamic is really, really short. It doesn't put the client off, and therefore we get an extremely high return rate. What we've also done in the dynamic fact find is built little nudges in there. If a client says, yes, I've got a house and I've got a mortgage and I've got children, and then at the protection page says, no, I've got no protection, we've got a little nudge to say, are you sure you have no protection? And if the client says, no, I haven't, we then say, we noticed that you've got a mortgage, you've got children, would you like your advisor to discuss this area with you? Now the client actually may have approached you to talk about consolidating 2 or 3 pensions and hadn't even considered that. So what we're trying to do is identify these extra areas that advisors can address on behalf of clients. So don't be surprised when you see completed fact finds coming through with objectives of the client of consolidating pensions and looking at power of attorney and a new will and some protection for their family. I hope you found this useful. Good luck with business, and thanks for your support.